Last video ended with a diagnosis. My AI doesn't fail web pages because she's dumb. She fails them because she runs out of gas. She copies faithfully from the top, her output budget empties, and she closes the file halfway down the page. This is the same model 3 days later, same hardware, 40 seconds. And this page is 3.5 times bigger than anything she has ever finished. I didn't upgrade her, I changed how she works. Let me show you. A quick recap for anyone new. I gave my AI 5 examples in my design style and asked for new ones. She photocopied the shortest example every time. And when I forced her onto the biggest example with no alternatives, she copied the top half and quit. It wasn't laziness, it was a budget constraint. Small AI models are trained on short answers, and every extra line of a long page is the model fighting its own sense that the document should be over. You cannot ask a small model for one long breath. Here's the new pipeline, 2 stages. Stage 1, she plans. Before any code, she gets the example on one job. List the sections this page needs, 1 line each. It's a tiny task. Small models are great at lists. Stage 2, construction. For every section in her own plan, she gets a separate fresh request. Build only one room. The header, then the hero, then the facts. Each room is a few hundred characters of work. No guess problem possible because no single request is big enough to have one. Then 20 lines of plain code stitch the room together into one page. And full disclosure, printed in every terminal on every single run. The stitching is code, the shell is code. Every room's contents are hers. That's a small step toward templates taken on purpose, and the receipts say so out loud. I asked for a page about zebras. Watch the receipt because it's my favorite one the machine has ever printed. Draw the blueprint. It took 7 seconds. Her plan came back with an overview, behavior, habitat, conservation, and fun facts. 5 rooms, sensible. Then 5 construction lines, 1 per room, each individually timed. And look at room 4, conservation. 10 seconds, double every other room. Because it's the biggest room on the page, 2 column grids, it has the most content. The seconds track the work. That's what an honest receipt looks like. Total time, 40 seconds. 3 findings in order how much they surprised me. The first was the size, 6,700 characters. Her old ceiling, one breadth, was under 2,000. This page is 3.6 times bigger than anything she could finish before. It's even bigger than the example page she failed to copy last video. She didn't just reach the ceiling, she built past it. The second, and this is the one I didn't predict. Remember how her pages were 54% copied, word for word, from one example? This page, 28%. Half the copying gone, and I know exactly why. There's no zebra conservation section in any of my examples. There was nothing to photocopy. Each room forced her to adapt patterns instead of pasting them. Breaking the page into rooms didn't just fix the fuel problem. It accidentally treated the copying problem. When she can't copy, she composes. The third, the page is lawful, and here's the thing. I ran the same build with the enforcement layer switched off entirely. Then checked that page against the law afterward. Nothing, 0 violations with no police on duty. Back in the rulebook era, the law caught something in almost every single run. In example mode, the violations just stopped. She's not obeying rules anymore. She's copying from pages that never break them. The examples police better than the police. Now the honest column, because every fix in this series reveals the next flaw one level up, and this one arrived right on schedule. Look closely at the top of the page. There's a border inside of a border. Room 1 ignored my build only your section rule and rebuilt the entire page frame inside the page frame. A box inside of a box. Look at the headlines. One room made its heading 46 pixels. The next made it 40. One room styled everything carefully. Another dropped in 2 completely unstyled headers. Every room on its own looks like my style. Together, they look like the same decorator worked on different days with no memory of yesterday, which is exactly what happened. Every room was built by a fresh request that has never seen the other rooms. They don't know each other exists. I fixed their fuel problem, and what I got is a coherence problem. The rooms need a shared memory of building. So that's next, giving the rooms a memory. Maybe each room gets shown the page so far. Maybe a final pass walks the whole house and harmonizes it. I don't know which works yet. That's what the receipts are for. But clock what happened this week because it's the whole point of this series. Nothing about the model changed, not one parameter. The same 7 billion parameter AI that couldn't finish half a page on Monday outbuilt its own teacher on Thursday. The difference was never the brain, it was the workflow around it. The receipts will show. They always do.